So I turned in the homework assignment that was to come up with a list of things that I avoid and triggers, and also the list of coping skills that I use that are both positive and negative. And my new homework assignment, I found out yesterday, is to come up with a list of exposure tasks that correspond to all the things that I avoid. Which means I'm supposed to come up with ways to expose myself to these things that frighten me, so that I can use my coping skills, and on the other side of it, I'm supposed to realize that I can survive it. You know, that's the whole point of the exposure therapy. But I was so focused on all the stuff leading up to it, and I was told that we wouldn't be doing the actual exposure for a couple months, and I think that's true, but I was suddenly forced to confront kind of the part of the therapy that I'd been kind of hoping would never come. And I said, yeah, of course, I'm good about doing my homework, sure. And I got home and I realized there is absolutely no way that I can do this. Like, just the thought frightens me. I'm stressed out just knowing that form where I'm supposed to write down all the things is in my room right now. I don't think I can do this homework. And I was at work a couple hours later, and I had a quiet moment, and I was thinking, oh no, how on earth am I going to even do this homework? And how am I supposed to do this therapy if I can't even do this homework? Like, I can't even think of ways to expose myself to things that frighten me. How the heck am I going to survive this? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, I just had this thought, why me? Why me? Why am I going through this? Why? And I've been living with PTSD my whole life. Even if I didn't have a name for it, I have long ago become accustomed to the idea that I am broken. That happened a long time ago. I went through the process where it was like, oh no, why me? Why is this happening? I don't understand what's wrong. And I thought I was long past that. Like, we're on to how do I deal with it now? And here I am, right in the thick of therapy, and I'm having these thoughts again. Like, why? Why does this have to happen to me? Why couldn't I have been someone else? My whole life has been pretty much hell. And I'm not the one that did this to myself. This disorder is a direct result of things that were done to me. And now I have to go through all of this crap just to get out of it. And it feels so unfair when somebody does something to you and then you have to take responsibility for the aftermath and do all the work to get yourself out of the hole that they put you in. So I'm thinking, why now? Why am I having these thoughts now? And I think that going to therapy is kind of bringing up a lot of thoughts and feelings about trying to make sense of why this has happened, and I'm spending so much time examining myself and examining how this disorder affects me and who I am because of it, that it's been triggering kind of this grieving process. I think that the last couple weeks especially, I've been really grieving the life that could have been. When I was in high school, I was really smart and I got good grades, and my parents always told me that I could be anything I wanted to be. And, I saw myself at this age having a career and a life, and all my ideas about what my life was going to be like were just totally shattered. I have to lay to rest what could have been. If I'm ever going to rise up out of these ashes, I have to say goodbye, so that I can move on. And that's been a really interesting and an educational process. Just kind of observing myself going through this process of trying to make sense of it all. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I think I'm learning a lot about myself. So it's been very eye-opening. It's definitely a bittersweet process, which that's the way grieving is. It's very painful, but it's also a healing process, I hope. So that's where I'm at right now. I have a homework that I have no idea how I'm going to finish it, and I am back to square one with feeling sorry for myself and wondering why this had to happen to me. So, one step forward, two steps back, I guess, right now.